lie. Personally, I'd rather be playing this Passion UA draft because I like the heroes more.
It's a lot of fun, yeah.
Yeah, I want to play these guys just to click my own turn. So it feels like the kind of draft you play your way into the game and then play your way out of the game. Also, 4 master level heroes on Passion UA, so we weren't lying when we said it was a very Passion UA draft. 2 Grandmasters on AVULUS though. Credit where credit is due.
I was asking someone the other day, but do you know when you load up a Dota game, because level 30s got introduced, do you think level 25s aren't as like wow anymore, or are you still impressed by a 25 plus player?
Do you mean just like in a random pub, a guy I don't know if he's...
Yeah, I mean in general, because like when I load up a game, right, if I see like the silver or gold, I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. But if I see 25, I'm still kind of like, damn, that's kind of cool. Like 30,
depends
of course,
on the hero,
very impressive.
Honestly. Like,
right, okay.
If it's like a Phoenix or, you know, Storm Spirit, something like this, I'm always just like, yeah, whatever. Like you just been playing a meta hero for a long time, it just kind of happens. But if it's maybe a Nyx Assassin, I'm kind of like, ooh, okay, you know, less Shrek, and that's something I'm always. It depends on the hero for me.
Fair. Okay. Solid answer. What do you think is the coolest hero to be level 30 on? Again, it's going to change based on being a core player or support player, this answer.
Garbage forever.
Wait, what hero, sorry?
Just trying to think of a hero that's been garbage forever.
Ah, okay.
Or a hero that just has like loads of cool mechanics. Weirdly, even though this is counter to the last point I made, I always respect a level 30 Tusk.
Oh, you know what? That is a good answer. Yeah, that's like fine wine. Like he's been around for a long time, but Tusk always seems to be in the shadows of other heroes, other than that one TI, El Clasico 3K HP Bracer TI.
Good times.
He's always just been like, yeah, no, that's a good answer. I think for me as a support player, I would lean towards like Morana. A support Morana to 30s.
But the thing is, I've definitely played with many level 30 Moranas, and you can't really tell them apart from like a bronze Morana.
I was going to say the same for like a Lich or a Witch Doctor.
It's like you're like, oh, 30 Moranas ganking the arrow still just goes flying off in the distance, and you're just like, how?
Oh god. I know. I wish for like certain heroes that had like spells missed and stuff like that, because it's like you're a level 30 Marauder and it's like 2% arrow hit rate. It's like, I don't need it. That's how cool I am.
That's what they should have done with gems, is having to be like percentage, you know.
Yeah, it'd been really cool.
Funny.
You click on the Mars and Batyuk and go, oh hell yeah, what's he looking like? And it's like, he hasn't hit a spear since 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll pull through against AVULUS though. He'll be good.
One more, and it's another support, but I also think like level 25 or 30 Grimstroke players are a different breed as well, but usually in a good way. I'm always excited if I've got a high-level Grimstroke on my team.
All right, I'm level 24 and a half. I'm so excited to
so close to having my
finally
respect.
make you proud. Yeah, exactly. It's been so many years.
It's just great because like the hero can do a lot. It's very high skill. It's got lots of like different mechanics to work with, and also it's got some late game. Ooh, it's a little spicy down here as Eki and Saberlight get going onto this poor Luna. But,
we haven't really spoke about the strength of the lanes, but you know, AVULUS, they have really, really strong lanes, right? You got the Dawnbreaker and the Lion, multiple stuns, containment to ensure that you connect to the Starbreaker, and then when you look towards top lane, right, Bane and Sven, you've got the combinations where Bane has Nightmare to set up for good position, the armor from Warcry to give Bane more fight, Brains up as well to ensure Bane can, like, there's just so many little layers, and yeah, the side lanes very, very strong for AVULUS. Passion UA, they're playing more of a wave skip and survival, as QBFY already grabbing the wave, just sending it around the map, trying to create double waves.
Lorinov getting run down under tower already. Yep. This is the threat of Moonlight, and he takes him down for first blood. That's just That's just crazy. Jansen will be able to get the return kill at least, but you know, the damage is already done.
Yeah, it's as we spoke about in the draft, right? If Leshrac can get a creep, or actually not even Leshrac, if Ember accidentally aggroes a creep on the tower, it is just a go time for the Leshrac, and yeah, utilizing it beautifully. Tower hits the creep, he edicts, you get the kill, and Moonlight. That's how aggressive he is.
That was a master Leshrac play right there.
Oh, Smiling Knight.
Wait, he's doing it again. He's doing it again. Ooh. Oh my god, Lorinov. He's almost dead in the middle lane a second time around. And Moonlight's going to be able to be the one to get the water rune from all that pressure.
It's a bit unfair, right? I mean, is it though? He gets first blood, gets boots, has bottle. What a cheeky devil. He's underneath the tier for bloody 2.
No. That was a waste of a fortify, I'm going to say. Anyway, down in the bottom lane, we got some fights going on. Eki's very low as Crystallize tries to finish the kill here. He's going to lose some beam, and he's got a right-click, and that'll be enough to finish the job. Now looking over towards Saberlight as well, but Saberlight, it's going to be okay. They'll go back to laning against each other. Good old pals. Never mind. Saberlight runs in with the swing, but no bonk and no kill. As Kerka comes back and hands over the salve.
Yeah, a lot of fight. A lot of back and forth. Just trying to poke each other.
Fun game.
Saberlight. Ooh, hold.
Ooh. You gonna deny himself?
Ooh.
No,
he's just trying to pull.
Okay.
He had the salve come out on Courier.
Okay. I was gonna say that would feel a little dramatic, but
Does it feel weird to look at Saberlight and just see a whole new like tag around him?
It does, yeah.
Like,
I was very used to him being liquid.
Yeah. It happened so quickly.
He became such an integral part of that team so quickly. You know, he was like all over the socials. Yeah, he just really suited the Liquid brand of like being, I guess, normal human beings as well.
Yep,
to an
great
extent.
Brand identity. Yeah,
it's rare in esports.
Well, approachable, crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, to see him now on AVULUS it's sort of sad, but you know, everybody's on their own journey. I'm sure he's going to make the most of this. And I also think, actually, one thing I did want to say is it's very respectable that he's immediately gone to AVULUS and didn't like, oh, you know, I'm not in Liquid anymore. I'm just going to like sit on the bench and, you know, not play for a bit and whatever. Like,
I'm going to wait for a really good offer, one of these type of players, yeah.
Exactly. I think most players do that, and I think generally it's a mistake in your career. Saberlight, he's back for the love of the game.
This is where we find out he signed like a 7-year deal on his contract job. Oh no. Oh, the start of the game was so hype. That was such a fight, and then it just, yeah, slowed down. But Moonlight did see the ward get placed. Eki throwing out the deny, realizes his blunder. Of course, with the way that Moonlight plays, you always need to respect the fact that 1 TP, Lesh dies. And in Moonlight, he has to know that now that the lanes are broken down, he can't be as crazy on the dives. If he is to do it, he needs the Pugner there with a decrep to save him from the tower hits, or QBFY to just cancel one of the supports entering the fight. Cracker gets the D ward, and they move towards mid. They still have the catapult, and with 2 points in Never Blast, they can start whittling down this tower.
Yeah, no 6 on Ember's always going to hurt as well. The sleep to try to secure the power rune, but it will go bottom, which goes to Moonlight, and a shield rune is pretty nice for a Leshrac as well.
Very, very nice rune to have. That kind of counters my previous point. Now he can go crazy.
No, he can do what he wants.
He can do exactly what he wants.
Cracker just being chased out of the triangle here. A little assist from QBFY just to make sure he doesn't get harassed down too much. Moonlight comes in though. He's seen this stack and he's like, well, is for me.
If he wants it, he can have it. But 7 minutes, they're looking at Saberlight. They want to try and fight for the wisdom.
Distracted by the creep wave.
Still his carry's wave. Yeah. Oh, Cracker's dead.
Yeah, he definitely is. Yeah, you step too far away from Moonlight, QBFY, and Crystallize, and it's going to be a quick, squishy end. Batya fighting with Yanta. Oh, Yanta with a lovely nightmare to go and steal this rune. Apologies, Shrine. Wisdom Shrine.
Yeah.
Living in.
What is really cool is
Saberlight getting ultied here by Crystallize, wrapped around under the tower, and Eki not able to save him. That's going to be Saberlight dead. And Crystallize with a bit of extra damage hit the tower with.
But 1-for-1 on Wisdoms. If the Bane doesn't make that play, then it would have compounded to some even more aggression. So just stalling out the support XP. You know, QBFY level 3.5. He played very sacrificial in this game. Pulling the waves top. Hasn't really been able to do much. Of course, into Bane, you're not doing anything. Into Sven, you're not doing anything. So I can see why he's low level. He needs someone to farm the stacks. He needs to get a drop of XP from somewhere. That's right. Has a wand, has a fairy.
Yeah, he's trying to get the tower, but Cracker's there with the Decrepify as well, so it makes it really awkward for them to actually kill him off here. Smiling Knight comes in, but again, just gets a little whiff of the Edict and is kind of having second thoughts about getting involved with this, but still no kill coming out for the side of Passion UA, but they're going to smoke up and go again. It's rinse and repeat.
Okay. But now the Ember got the haste rune, so maybe Lorinov can find like a counterplay or even just run at the Pugner, force him to be low HP, get him back to base. Expecting Lorinov to find an opportunity with this. As Janta is on the ward, does get killed off. He's gonna know there's a ward there though. He was stunned from behind the tree.
Suspicious that.
Quite so.
Yeah, Lorinov didn't make a counterplay because he was busy farming those stacks, which I think is actually really smart because if he doesn't, Moonlight's going to be there. You know he's got that mentally clocked. And...
Yeah. Can we have a round of applause real quick for Luna? For not going Helmet Dominator. Let's go. Mask of Madness, keep it simple.
Very impressive, very good.
Very good. Love it lots. I don't want to clap too loud just in case it really hurt the mic, but I was clapping very softly. Keep it traditional.
Yeah, I think for Luna, you know, anybody with a built-in farming tool is sort of like, I think Helm becomes a bit of a meme.
It's like, again, I still fully respect that Mars getting poked topless. Yeah, he's triple stunned plus Solar Guardian. Yeah, he's gone. Now, I think Helmet Dom Luna, it's if you want to have wave skip away from you, and then also maybe use the Alpha Wolf early on, sure. But Mask of Madness, I feel like, is equal speed plus lifesteal, which feels always good. Yeah. Good deny from Saberlight and Lorinov getting a bit cheeky. And the regen rune. Whoa! Someone pick it up. Moonlight gets it.
Yep. Yeah. I think Lorinov stole a few camps there from the last track. I didn't quite see who got the gold or not, but he was in the neighborhood when it was being taken, so but how much he was able to grab.
Use 2 remnants, has no mana, so he's gonna have to remnant to the tower, TP back to base, jump back to the remnant. It's gonna be 30 seconds of just slight chains only.
Your tower ain't gonna be alive much longer. A few more right clicks, one more Nether Blast will do the trick. I always find it interesting how much people, I think, used to overvalue Edict attacking towers and everything. Where now we've got, like, Misanthropy being very popular, people can't take towers on Leshrac, and it's like, well, actually, if you just kill the creep wave, then it doesn't even matter. Towers just tend to die anyway.
I do miss the days of like Leshrac standing behind like that one tree to hit the Edict over the tree line to then hit the tower and.
Yeah, oh yeah. I was a pretty big Leshrac player, and if I was ever in like if we were losing a game super badly in the first sort of 10-15 minutes, I just buy that Quelling Blade. I'm going to those like little nasty spots.
Is Mars dying top?
Vote now on your keypads. Yeah, Spine Knight's gonna take
the shroud. It's so good.
Yeah. Not as good as it used to be. A couple of months ago, and you'd be living that one, buddy, but not today. Coming up on the 12-minute mark. Next power rune. See who gets it, who can keep making plays. The pressure, it's been heavily forced onto AVULUS here, but they're dealing well with it. Not a huge gold disadvantage, just a few towers missing. Sableye continuing to stack. The rest of his team just trying to farm up as much as possible.
The hardest part for AVULUS is being just at level 6 at the 12-minute mark. So we haven't really been able to see any early game grips. And Nyx Assassin, who was level 3 very early on,
that was a really close one.
Gets to Sven.
Yeah, Sven gets away.
So you do have this disparity in supports not having the same levels, and I'm expecting to see Eki and Yanta try and find a fight, but yeah, they're smoked up as 2. Of course, at any minute they can bring in the Solar Guardian from Saberlight, but he is half HP. Need to be careful. If they jump poorly into an Eclipse, into a stun, yeah.
And Nyx right next to Crystallize here. So Crystallize is like the ideal target, but yeah, QBFY,
Look at the position from QBFY.
Has read this beautifully, but Sablelight's already here, but immediately turning it around. Bye-bye Saberlight, bye-bye Eki. Moonlight comes in, takes down Janta as well. The easiest triple kill, the easiest trap set by the side of Passion UA. That was beautiful.
But that takes discipline though, right? Because QBFY, he uses his Vendetta to go top, nearly gets to Sven, identifies the fact that, all right, play didn't work out. Instantly Twin Gates tells Crystallize, I've got a little bit left on my Vendetta. Let's see what happens. Supports haven't shown for a minute. So within the matter of one Vendetta, he nearly got the Sven, reset, then offers up the Luna. It's like a lot of things were happening, even though it didn't look like much. But yeah, QBFY, just excellent positioning there. Really just kind of conducting his team. And that is one thing about QBFY. He is quite a leader in the game. I don't want to brag or anything, but I have played with him in Battle Cup before. We have won a trophy together technically.
Wow,
it's crazy. I know.
With the greats.
Yeah, I have. But yeah, no, he does play with kind of that aura of this is what I want to do. Let's do this. Like he's a very forward-thinking player. He doesn't really just fall in line and wait for things to happen.
That's exactly what you want in your team. You can see that coming into play here in this game. In this game 1 of the series. Now, AVULUS are struggling a bit. Of course, see what they can do here as a Sven. Kind of getting cooked up a little bit here in the jungle. Won't be able to escape from Moonlight. Janta doing his best to try and help out, but not much he can do. And now Batchuk showing off his brand new Eels. Just going to throw Janta into a tower. Stun out from QBFY as well, just to make sure he's extra stunned. And now they'll run away.
And they need to be careful bottom. As they're showing top, Crystallize, he should up the wave, and Eki.
Eki, that is a pretty big miss. The Eclipse comes through, but they need to keep fighting into it. Sablelight's coming in, but with the Blade Mail, he's not even getting any of those Eclipses come onto him here, and it's Eki who goes down instead. Now they'll turn their attention towards Saberlight. He will also die. So another attempt on Crystallize, and a kill that just doesn't go their way. Yeah, it's still stuck in last game.
That's right. AVULUS, though, are not connecting on anything, right? The supports are just not feeling any life in the game. They make the move bottom, they get outplayed by QBFY. They try to find Luna, they see their Sven getting pressured top. Okay, sure, let's make a move bottom, but it's just too slow. Lion misses his stun, he enables Luna to get to the tree line, get the Eclipse. Beautiful TP from Mars. Everything from AVULUS just feels slightly clunky, slightly, out of rhythm, out of time. Meanwhile, Passion UA, they are firing on all cylinders. Heroes are in the right place, the right time. Nyx is there. You got the follow-up damage from, Leshrac. Well, Leshrac's what? 6-1 and 2. Already blink Kaya at the 16-minute mark. Looking to go BKB as his third item. They have caught QBFY though.
Yeah, he's trying to scuttle
or at
his
least
way
stopped
around
him
the
from
stun,
killing.
but
Yeah.
Didn't quite get around it. Ah.
What did you see, Nomad? What are you R-ing?
I just saw the mana drain from Eki is like pink. It's very cool.
Yeah, it's the Did you get above 95% to pick one?
No.
Oh,
I made some
I'm sorry.
choices. I believed in a team I
yeah.
maybe shouldn't have believed in, but nevertheless, a really, really nice Degrapify coming out from Krekker here, and that is keeping Batchuk alive, who now gets a nice 4-man arena coming on down, which is going to set them up for a pretty easy fight. QBFY is low on the side, but Jansen's already dead. 2-man stun. Smiling Knight still holding his own in the front line, though, and able to force back Passion UA for now. So, despite the nice spell usages from Passion UA, AVULUS, when they're together, are quite strong, and definitely strong enough to keep Moonlight away and keep their heroes nice and healthy.
It is critical for AVULUS that they can just survive some of these engagements, right? Like in the future, Ember's gonna have Mage Slayer and a BKB. Sven, he's what, 2 components away from BKB if he wants to disassemble his Echo Saber. Like, that is gonna be the moment where kind of AVULUS feel like they're back in the game. So to even survive this is really, really good for them. As Moonlight sees Saberlight top for just a couple seconds, it's like, this is my time to shine. I'm jumping in, I'm running at him. Saberlight doesn't have TP, doesn't have Solar Guardian. So if Passionate do want to waste a minute and a bit, then they can keep following him. It does seem to be the case.
Ooh, I'm not
Will
sure
we go for the
this is a
blind?
play. Yeah,
there we
get
go.
speared up, held into the Twin Gate as well. Didn't even think he could be speared onto that one, but Saberlight is likely going to lose his life here. Although,
he lost
the
his
courier, yours comes out though with the spear off cooldown. That'll be him dead.
But he did take the Blink Dagger away from the Mars.
Yeah, QBFY is getting caught here as well. Although, that was... Did you see what happened there?
I didn't, but...
Okay, somehow they aggroed this camp behind. I don't know who or how that happened, but that comes in and that completely absorbs like a huge amount of the Ember's duration of trying to get that kill, where he's stuck in Slight just fisting this camp, which he really didn't want to Slight at fist. So that was a little bit awkward for him, but nevertheless. Interesting move from Lorinov. An interesting choice of words from myself, but nevertheless,
it happens.
The game continues with these awkward plays happening between these two teams. Nothing's felt clean in this game so far, except for that play on the bottom lane from Passion UA.
And Luna, is that a full Aghanims complete? Ooh, okay, all right. It's a full Aghanims available for Crystallize. We'll see.
My goodness.
How he wants to use this, of course. Like we mentioned, BKBs aren't really available. The only one that will be in play will be Ember in about 200 gold. I think Lorinov, he has to be so confident in this upcoming fight. Like, he's got to go in, bait the Luna to try and disengage, maybe kite out an arena, show the position of the enemy, then it allows the rest of his team to kind of scramble in and find the correct heroes to jump. But without anyone else having BKB or a way to stand their ground, they are just on kind of mode retreat until Passionate wastes their spell. Okay, Yanta sending up on QBFY with a grip as well.
There comes the Aghanims Eclipse coming down, and Janta is just dead. Saberlight's got no choice but to give on this one, and he does not want to be here. Does finish off the kill onto that pesky Scorpion, but will be dying himself. So overall, a price not worth paying. And they'll just have to back themselves out on the side of AVULUS. But that was the Aghanims Eclipse reveal out onto them.
And that's going to go into instant Tormentor. There is a ward down though. AVULUS, they see it happening. How will Passionate disengage from the Tormentor? Are they going to TP? Moonlight's sticking around for a bit.
Oh, immediate finger just straight up into Moonlight, utilizing the Decrepify to get that kill. Now they move in towards the Pugner as well. Cracker's going to fall as well. 2 nice kills here from AVULUS. They are turning this game around. Lorinov with the BKB as well. Manning up, Crystallize. He's got 14 seconds left until the Eclipse. That's not going to be long enough. He's going to go down as well. 3 dead on the side of Passion UA. Eki just rocking up with Lorinov, and that is going to be more than enough to get themselves a whole bunch of kills here.
Yeah. The vision at Tormentor is so good nowadays. I feel like we've always gone like patch to patch, the meta of Tormentors changes, but now the meta is always go smoke to it. If you're not there at the correct time, just run there, because they're going to be half HP, try and take the fight, and you kind of expect Passion UA to respect that, right? The move is inevitable. If someone, maybe the Pugner, walks into the low ground, breaks the smoke, then everyone else can like blink to the north, TP out. But they all clumped up together. They weren't expecting AVULUS to run head on in, and yeah, they do get punished. Be pretty happy with that. Saberlight now 1 component from Aghanims, and a full BKB is now available for the Sven. So kind of that chase for the BKBs. I was expecting it to be maybe a bit harder for AVULUS, but they've been able to do it. They found the correct kills, they've stabilized the game, and we'll see if they can get the damage through. Of course, at any minute, 1 decrep can just eat through an entire BKB. They jump a Luna, you degrep her, oh well, that's the fight kind of over for them. They're going to disengage.
The Eclipse coming on down, but it's not going to save QBFY's life, and it's not going to do anything to Smiling Knight or Eki here.
AVULUS are not messing around now. Like, they've hit their timings. It's like, all right, we see any hero, we're going to kill them. But it is also the way that Eki does. He kind of always plays Dota this way. No matter what team I've seen him on, he buys a Blink Dagger and he's throwing himself into the middle of every single fight. Like, he wants to initiate, give vision, go crazy. If people follow him, they often will get kills or get team wiped. It's a real 50-50. He's like the E of the support role. That's what I was trying to say.
Do you feel like this Aghanims has paid itself off for Crystallized?
Yes, in the fact that it is a deterrent to certain fights, and then no, because he's not found really big kills with it. But the way that Luna builds right now, it's like, I think having Aghs, it just takes up one fight and you'll feel like it's worth it.
Well, maybe here's a good opportunity for it. Lorinov does get dropped. Maybe a bit of overcommitment there, but nevertheless, Lorinov does die.
To go back to your question though, it's like without Aghanims, Luna would only think about farm, right? Like, should have Mask Madness Manta, probably BKB, and should have no damage, so she continues farming. With Aghanims, she can Manta the waves aggressively, shove waves in, play close to her team, ready to eclipse, but still farm the same way. So,
I also think getting it in combination with that 15 talent of minus 40 seconds eclipse cooldown is really, really strong.
Today I learned you can, if you hover on Luna's eclipse, it shows a green ring on the minimap. No,
yeah, that's something they've added recently.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's cool. Thanks for showing it. I didn't realize it just shows a full beam of, hey, this is where I can cast it.
Yeah, there's a couple, not many. I think Sniper's Assassinate also has the same indicator.
Cool. Oh, they found Leshrac.
They certainly have. He has very thoroughly been pulverized. It's
yeah, he didn't press BKB. He jumped the lion, but didn't BKB, which is a bit of a blunder. And of course, AVULUS will capitalize on that, instantly going towards the Roshan pit.
Yeah, and QBFY. We'll look for some sort of angle here, but there's nothing really. Just a kill on Yanta, maybe? Nah.
There's a sentry down, so you need to be careful. He steps up a couple more units and... Oh, there he is.
Hello, sir. Oh, Arena coming down. They try to take the Aegis, but Lorinov's going to be able to grab it in time, but Saberlight is going to get left for dead inside that arena with the Eclipse coming down. Good trade here for Passion UA. QBFY, in fact, was not looking for a play. He was looking for a distraction.
Yeah, the rough part there is Sven actually got pushed out of the pit. So he wasn't kind of contained. Without the Aegis on him, maybe they could have tried threatening his life as well, but yeah, he escapes the pit. Dawnbreaker dies, and it's quite an awkward game, right? Just in the fact that Moonlight had such a great early game, but he's not been able to convert that into like a flawless Leshrac game, right? The couple deaths he had, it hurts them, but they're grouped up. 15 seconds for Eclipse. With the Yules, the Mars, they find the Lion. Are they going to look for more? They're going to try, but yeah, Ember's already behind the tree line. I just love the fact that both teams have equal pick-off play, right? You got Sven on one side with literally any hero looking for a kill, and then Passion UA has the Mars to set up for the Luna or the Lesh to find a kill with the Nyx. It's, yeah, both teams have to be so respectful on the map as Lorinov with the Aegis.
Oh, that's going to be the first life gone very, very quickly. And I think they probably just take this and back away. Lorinov has
they should
a
run away.
BKB in.
It's a step too far to try and kill him again.
Yeah. I mean, it's still a fantastic move just to take that Aegis. Now, kind of just looks like Passion UA are in a good position again. I'm leaning AVULUS a little bit here, though. I think Smile Knight's in a fantastic position to just kind of take out these big threats on the side of Passion UA.
I think once Saberlight gets BKB, I lean towards AVULUS for the fact that they're so tanky that I don't know if the combo from Passion UA is enough, unless they, of course, pre-BKB full send on one hero.
You see the Dota Plus win rate for this game?
Oh, it's quite Yes. Oh wow! I didn't realize it was 100% at one point.
It's 100% the entire game. Yeah, it doesn't like Passion UA apparently.
Yeah.
Kind of rude.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong graph. Yeah, it's just 0.
Yeah,
it's bugged. All right, cool.
Apparently, according to Dota Buff, there's never a single chance for Passion UA to ever win this game. So
yeah, just haters.
Apparently.
Oh, Eki. Oh. Eki just keeps running in.
Yeah, but he ain't getting splatted.
Honestly, the way Eki plays, it's like if I could be a pro player, I'd want to play like Eki, right? Just like this madman running in, like old school puppy style, where it's like you walk up the high ground, you don't care. Like solo might be even a better example, sorry, than puppy, but old school solo Dota, right? He plays ogre, walks up high ground, like this is my high ground now. You kill me, who cares? I've got no one behind me. That being the player, not literally. No Indeed. One. That'd be kind of awkward, but yeah, it is a fun way. It's very hit or miss.
It feels like the kind of gameplay where, if you have a bad night's sleep, then you're just feeding, you're 0-15. But if you if you're on your book game, then it's great.
That is often what the interviews were with Eki, is, 1 second, they're finding the Mars.
Yeah, they finger the Mars, and Smiling Knight will finish the job. Badger goes down.
I'm surprised that Passion UA playing so much of the map, right? We already mentioned how pickoff is fundamental for both teams and how they want to play this game. But you can see how AVULUS, they're always kind of holding each other's hands. If they make a move, even if Eki gets jumped, they're in proximity to save. Whilst Passion UA, you could argue a lot more split.
Jump in, and Moonlight pops the BKB, but immediately grabbed by Janta here. Nice positioning for that Fiend's Grip, and this is just completely nullifying Moonlight, although they need to finish the job here. A little bit more damage required, and a little bit more damage will come. Eki kills him off. Moonlight killed, caught by Janta. That's why they picked the Bane into the Leshrac.
Yeah, just really, really solid control, but it kind of goes back to my point about how both teams are playing. Both teams want to do the same thing, but Passion UA, they're making way too many moves on the map. The Mars dies in their triangle, whilst they're still invading the enemy triangle, but they haven't dewarded the enemy triangle, so they're underneath a ward the entire time, enabling AVULUS to 1x1 TP in, perfectly get the control. They found QBFY, but Eki does not connect on the stun.
I don't know what cancelled the Nightmare there. May have just been cancelled by Dantra, I'm not sure, but either way, it's getting a little awkward here as Crystallize is here with the Eclipse, but QBFY is still taken care of, but Eki actually reveals on the high ground and just gets killed by a stray Eclipse, but now Smiling Knight looking for his target, trying to bring down Crystallize, he pops a BKB and he gets out of the arena. Smiling Knight does not find him, Decrep there as well. So Crystallize saved, but again, like the Sven versus Luna matchup is starting to look really, really scary for Crystallize.
Yeah, if Crystallize can pick up the butterfly, then of course that can change things, but Passion UA, they just need 5 heroes to do one job at one time, right? We've got another instance where now whilst the Leshrac's dead, Passion UA of course want to try and find some extra kills. They do get the double supports, but the Leshrac's dead. Like if we want to try and break down the last 2 fights, Mars dead, they take an engagement. Leshrac's dead, they take an engagement. What happens when they want to take an engagement with all 5 ready, entering the fight cleanly? That's where AVULUS are kind of shining just a little bit more. Once again, enabling each other very, very nicely. As Lorinov has Shiva's Mage Slayer, Shieldra, and BKB. He's happy to run around the map and just get initiated on. Tormentor does go the way of AVULUS, and Lorinov picks it up. A little bit more damage for Immolation. I just need this to be on record one time, Nomad. I think one of the most underrated things in Dota right now is Nyx Assassin going Mind Flare. And just kind of playing a more slow kite game rather than the pick-off Dagon game with his current facet of Scuttle. There you go. Just wanted it to be on record.
Let me just... Mind Flare over Mana Burn.
It just takes Mana Burn, yeah.
Oh, he takes Mana Burn.
Scuttle is... Yeah. So he takes Scuttle. He has high move speed when he presses Vendetta. And I'm saying that taking Mind Flare is very good because against heroes like Dawn or Ember or Sven, it just takes one good mana burn. You lose like 25% of your mana pool. suddenly you're not stunning anymore or having BKB or anything. And when the games are going 40, 50 minutes on average, especially at TI, you're going to feel the effect of it. So, yeah, I kind of wish we got to see it. No one's really tried doing it as of yet, but underrated hero facet combination, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, Mana Burn's always been one of those things where situationally you grab it. If you were playing it against the Lesh, then maybe against OD, for example, people tend to grab it. But it's seen very situational, but maybe it is more useful than people realize.
Imagine being Dawnbreaker. You enter a fight, and now suddenly it's like, oh, I have to choose between my hammer or my Starbreaker, right? It's small things like this.
My hot take is that Pugna Muerta is way stronger than people are realizing, and they need to pick that more.
You want to what, like pierce the veil and decrypt them, or what? What's the?
Well, you don't even need to pierce the veil because if Muerta's innate, she can shoot anybody who's decrepified. So you just
Sure, I was trying to throw more damage in the mix, but sure.
Yeah, that's a nice aspect of it as well. There's so many little combos, but I mean, even just in lane, decrepifying someone slows them down so much, and then you can just click them.
Fair play. Yeah,
Very strong.
I can see it. Yeah. It would kind of work if you need like an initiating mid laner and then a Mars type dude, Centaur in the off lane. Yo, Centaur. Oh, that'd be good. Get a cart action as well to keep the Muerta alive.
Yeah, Muerta on the cart is one of the most thematically cool things you can see as well. Riding around the back of the cart.
All right, here's the draft. Tusk 4, tag team to buff up the Muerta. Centaur off lane for cart. You then have Pugna, Muerta safe lane. Very stable, can't lose. Mid lane, just counter pick so that you win the matchup and stop the enemy mid from breaking the game. There you go. Perfect. I rate it. Actually a fun sounding draft.
Huh? Good work.
Yep. All right, game 2. AVULUS have drafted Centaur Tusk.
Here's their coach was listening to the cast.
I hope Mouse's coach won't listen to the draft. I was a bit critical last series, I'll be honest.
There's one thing. I wonder who all the coaches are, because no one's really announcing their coaches yet. Maybe then are they not there? Or are they?
Maybe this is the year of no coaches. Maybe.
True. Maybe.
It's like we don't want vibes anymore. Get out of here. Scram.
Coaches, leeches, I call them.
Just to be clear, that is a Nomad take. You can find him at Nomad Cast, I think, or Casting, one of those ones.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Or both. Yeah,
probably.
Right. Oh, Moonlight is trying to solo Roshan. Oh, I say solo. They're all here, but
his entire team. Bye-bye, Cracker. Immediate buyback coming out from him, but Batchuk's dead as well. AVULUS is just murdering heroes outside the pit over and over again. QBFY also taken out of the equation. What is happening right now? Laurenov and Smiling Knight just ran around playing whack-a-mole.
Oh, and Eki found Moonlight.
Oh, good job, Eggy. Always on the case, cracking this case wide open as Yanta comes over and eats his brain. That'll be Moonlight dead as well.
It's just Passion Yue that they're just not making the kind of the map choices correctly, right? They make smoke both teams whilst we were kind of blabbing. Both teams are smoked up, kind of mirroring each other's moves. But then Passion Yue go, okay, we haven't found anything. Let's start hitting Roshan. Let's start progressing this and see what happens. But their supports, they've kind of drifted away from a good, strong position. They were holding the enemy triangle, but then they played into the river as if they controlled both sides of the high ground. They didn't. And of course, AVULUS, they're very happy to jump there. Vision seems to be key here. Yanta's warding just isn't getting dewarded. He's always utilizing it perfectly to find the initiations. The ward outside the pit right now, that is the reason why AVULUS was able to just win that fight so easily.
And who was the first one to die? It was Cracker on the Pugna, who, you know, has been the most important player of the game, I'd say, for your Passion Yue. He's the one who's kept the Luna alive and the Leshrac alive in several situations.
Yo, alright. Can Cracker do it? 1v2.
He's gone on the Decrepify.
The Battle of the Suck.
There we go. QBFY coming in. Has been seen, though. There's just more and more hero. Are we going to have, like, all 5 heroes here eventually? Well, Smiling Knight's here. That's a big one. Batchuk, though. He at least going to survive a couple of hits from the Sven with the spells he's got, with the Gale Guard, but eventually does just go down as well. Smiling Knight ruins the support battle.
I mean, the fans just wanted to see Lion versus Pugna 1v1, but kind of both teams ruining it a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I do like how every time Cracker decrapifys anybody, Eki is ready with the finger. Now, keep in mind, that doesn't matter for allies. There's no reason to do that. It's just because, well, I can't hit him anymore. Might as well just use my spells.
I don't think it does bonus damage for ally cast.
No, that's
right?
what I was saying. It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, cool. Just to double check. Just make your wording. Just because a viewer, just to be clear, Pugna decrepping an ally, the enemy won't do more damage to the decrepped target.
Nope.
But
Another reason why the Pugna
Yeah.
Muerta combo is really good, because you can just decrep the Muerta and she can still shoot people.
Yeah. So just want to clarify, because maybe people watching is like, oh my god, Eki's getting so much more damage, just in case you weren't aware. That's not how it works. Cool. Good PSA. Thanks, no man.
You're welcome. Yeah, my point was mostly I don't know why he keeps fingering in the moment he decrapifys anyone, but...
That's why I'm confused, because I was like, it sounded like you're about to conclude it with a hype point of that's great, and I was like, wait a second. This is doing nothing. Do you think Eki knows?
I didn't want to arrive at that
agree
conclusion, but it's... He has done it literally every time, but he has to know. Like, there's no way he doesn't know, but... I might look back and just double check.
Hey, Eki, you got a 90% finger rate on decrept
if he is doing that, I'd actually assume that there is something like maybe it like reduces your.
You're thinking too far. You're giving.
I think
way
I am,
too
but
much
I'm gonna
respect.
keep going with this thought. Maybe Decrepify does still reduce your healing. Sorry, your magic resist, but it doesn't just make you amplify magic damage against you or something. That could be a thing. I don't know, but Eki has done it so much that I'm starting to wonder like if there's an interaction I'm not aware of. Basically.
I'll go demo after the game, and in the game 2 draft at some point we'll inform you. So stay tuned for the game 2 day. Look at that.
Important things.
Yeah, very.
This is just Eggy in a nutshell, though. Like he does just get inside your head, whether in every way possible.
He has TP back to the tier 3. He's looking for another pick off if possible, and he's gonna find Leshrac.
Well, that's a big one. That is a very, very big one, and the rest of the team are already gone. And yeah, AVULUS leave nobody behind. No, well, just do the same thing down the middle lane this time.
I think Passion have learned one thing against AVULUS: do not allow them to kind of break into the map. When they have infinite ability to TP back, set things up, keep exploring for pickoffs, they are very, very scary. Based on just the players that they have, this is like their best play style.
Alright, here we go. They're going to try and just combo down the Sven as quickly as possible here, but Saberlight is there with the ulti, ready to follow up and respond as they'll take down QBFY. And now it's a battle of the carriers as Crystallize just trying to get up as much damage as he can on the side, but his team are just dead. Everybody is down on the side of Passion UA. Smiling Knight tears through them all, and GG's just called just like that. Game number 1 is done, and it will go to AVULUS.
The early game, very, very dominant from Passion UA. They had such a good grasp on the map play, what to do, but at some point things just stopped clicking. They weren't playing together, and just the raw aggression that you see from Eki, from again, just really depends on how they want to approach the laning phase for AVULUS. They do have Helmut Dom already queued up from Anti-Mage, so he is going to be securing his own farm, and then after that we can see it pivot. But I mean, we keep talking about, sorry, I keep talking about lockdown for AVULUS. When you think about lockdown for Passion UA, what do they have? It's what? Cookie, Spear, and a Vortex? And you're trying to kill off a very early BKB Beastmaster, Ursa with Enrage, and Teammage as well. Yeah, both teams don't have the best stuns to kill each other. So
No,
oof.
No, that is true.
Yeah.
Ooh, smoke up, immediately running into Cracker. Cracker may be forced to level Icarus dive here, which he really doesn't want to do, but doesn't really have much of a choice. Away he goes. Saberlight, though, levels a blink to keep on chasing here. Still looking for Cracker. I don't think he's going to catch him somehow, but actually, maybe. And blink is a much shorter cooldown than Icarus Dive is, so they should just be able to straight up get this kill. Eki's here as well. Uses the blink, and there you go. Cracker is dead. First blood to Saberlight on the anti-mage.
That is not what you want to see. I do rate the fact that Saberlight is using the Ukrainian line against the Ukrainian team. That is that is some good mind games. It's a great line though.
It's a good one. So Saberlight gets to start this lane with a kill, but does also start the lane with blink. But it's an anti-mage who really cares what he starts with. This isn't the same as like a Queen of Pain, for example. Good damage out onto Cracker once again, and on the glimpse back. Nice try from Eki there. He tried to sort of mess with the Icarus Dive, but Cracker was quiet and patient. Of course, we have Lorinov versus Moonlight. Lorinov playing on the Beastmaster this time around. Can sometimes get a little bit overwhelming for the Storm Spirit to play this matchup. It's a lot of balls, a lot of bonus damage.
The balls can just can be very annoying, especially when the balls are playing on like the left side of the lane. You're playing on the right side. It means that the remnants aren't just kind of clearing through them. Top lane, Crystal is getting glimpsed back.
He's already pretty low.
Very low mana.
This is gonna hurt.
Very low.
This is gonna really hurt. Are they gonna kill him? No, they are not. There is a heal coming out. Mango given.
He also still had 2 mangoes available on the Medusa, so could have potentially baited him on the tower. They are so aggressive.
Cracker though has no Icarus Dive, and this one's gonna hurt with the glimpse coming through as well. They will bring him down. Eki gets the kill. The anti-mage disruptor lane is just completely ruining the side of Passion UA at the moment.
What does anti-mage want, right? He wants to be able to right-click. What does disruptor do? Right? You contain people. You drag them back. You have that ability to ensure anti-mage isn't wasting a blink, and you're already looking towards the helm of the Iron Wall at what, minute 3 probably by the time it comes out. AVULUS are crushing the lanes at the moment. I'm still embarrassed that I didn't bother checking for anti-mage. You see Medusa and Storm, that's the freest draft pick of your life.
It happens, buddy. It happens. And it looks like it happened to Passion UA, to be honest. But now they're the ones to go aggressively onto Eki here. But they're just going to turn around and look towards Crystallize. Crystallize, he's gone! Oh my goodness! So where did he go? See you later, buddy. Cracker will get the double kill for it, though. So overall, a win for... Well, do you really care if you have fire pigeons getting kills? I don't know if you do.
Getting level 3, having more points in Fire Spirits, preventing additional right clicks from Anti-Mage will help quite a lot. So any XP going the way of Phoenix, I think is just net win. The key thing here is when AVULUS die, Eki can't just suddenly start running around the map. He can't go bottom. He needs to keep staying top, keep applying the pressure. Don't allow Medusa to have any free time. And he does that. TPs, make some stacks. Regards to CS, everyone's, I feel like, pretty even. The key thing is the aggression of Anti-Mage is meaning he's like at lower CS than, for example, like the Mars, right? Mars is just focusing on farm, whilst Anti-Mage is focusing on fight.
Lorinov still having a reasonably good time at mid, but Moonlight doesn't seem to be struggling at all, really. He's having fun. TP's coming in, along with QBFY from the sidelines. Cracker's in the neighborhood, and they'll take him down. Lorinov overextending here, getting drawn into the trading game with Moonlight a bit too much. And now all the supports come mid and just start fighting each other. Cracker backs away, doesn't really want to get too low here. Moonlight looking in towards Janta. He's got damage, he's got enough, but maybe not quite to bring down Janta. Janta turns around, heals a creep. Not sure he meant to do that, but Moonlight should be dead regardless. A couple more clicks will be required, and they will get him. Lorinov gets a kill, and that is absolutely worth it. Moonlight getting completely baited into trying to kill Janta there. Still don't know where he healed a creep, but nevertheless, it worked out for the best.
Oh, and a nice little pause.
Catch our breath.
Oh, so much pinging. Chill. Ah, they're pinging the Phoenix.
Yeah, Lorinov just explaining. I know the feeling. You know, you're saying like, oh, there's a guy here, you ping it. There's a guy here, ping it. There's a guy here, ping it. And then someone says, where is he? And it's like, dude.
Oh, and there it is. The pings are coming to life. They see Cracker. Well, they knew he was there. He has dive. Tries to go for a deny.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a nice solid deny. Yeah.
Lovely.
10 out of 10 with deny again.
Absolutely. Great stuff. Cracker to full. So who's really struggling from this lane? Interestingly, it's kind of Saberlight. He does not have many last hits to his name at all. You know,
I don't think it really...
net worth is fine.
I don't think it matters, though. Yeah, the last hits don't matter because he's been part of 3 kills, and he's soon going to have Helmut Dominator at, what, like the 7-minute mark. That alone will kind of catapult him into the farm game compared to some other heroes. So it's kind of deceptive if you just look at the CS. Again, net worth, he is second, perfectly fine.
Yeah, but a great time.
Well, no. Tied.
Yeah, it's actually really, really close on net worths on pretty much everybody except for the Beastmaster, who's managed to pull ahead a little bit.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Smiling Knight and Janta in this bottom lane. Looking to try to chase down Batchik here, but yeah, Smiling Knight side's not worth it. Probably won't get the kill, and running away from this creep wave feels like a sad time.
Interesting fact, by the way, about Janta. He's top 100 in rank, but he plays like any role when he's playing MMR games.
Yeah.
Because I'll queue in, and he drafts me, and we both play Pods 5, and he's suddenly playing like Gyro carry or Void Spirit mid. I'm like, alright, sure. Alright, you do you, brother. But yeah, he's really make sure he plays a lot of different heroes, different roles.
Yeah, I did notice that as well. I remember one of the first times I was watching Passion UA, I was like, why is Janta playing support? I swear I've seen him play like hundreds of carry
AVULUS?
games. Or sorry, AVULUS, yeah.
But yeah, there we go. Yeah.
I swear I've seen him play plenty of carry games or mid games or whatever, and no, turns out he just does everything.
Please, though. He just drafts left to right and goes, I'll play the role that's needed. I'm like, alright, fair play. Sometimes it's annoying because it's like, I kind of wish you just played 5 and showed me your, your competitive play.
Secrets.
It's okay. Yeah. Instead, he's hiding behind a gyrocopter. I'm like, yep.
What do you think is the go-to carry for most support players?
Probably Gyro or Sven, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say Gyro.
Yeah, they're the most generic carries that you know what to do, right? It's like push, wave farm, get a couple items. You're not forced to think about other things too much. It's just do your thing well. Other carries, it's like Terrorblade. It's, am I sundering a team? Am I sundering an enemy? Am I map playing with delusions? Am I farming with delusions? Like, there's a lot more nuance. Also, TA is pretty easy nowadays. Probably one of the easier core heroes, I'd say.
Oh, really?
Of course, the skill of hitting traps is high, but the general gist of TA is, haha, press meld, I kill things, I farm quickly. So it's like, yeah, TA's become quite an easy hero, and then, yeah, Gyro and Sven, probably the 3.
Well, I was quite excited because we had a haste rune picked up by Lorinov and then a smoke, but then Lorinov spotted the triangle and got stuck. So maybe we'll see this haste rune put to a different use. We'll see. Is there an element of when you pick up a power rune as a mid, you sort of want to disappear off the map for a little bit? You don't want to immediately want to go and make a play because it's too obvious and people are going to react to it too easily. Zeki's just getting shot down here. A little bit out of position. A classic Eki play, I would say.
I think to your question, it always depends on context, right? Like if the rune says use it and go kill, sure, but then hiding off the map, making your opponent kind of forget that you have it. Is he farming with it? Is he using it in a different way? Then suddenly TPing, super high value. The idea of not showing is so valuable in Dota. But AVULUS continue to farm up, not really having too many issues. Aki wants to try and get level 6 top. I say like, oh, off to go find him.
I was gonna say,
Eki
doesn't want to do.
creep.
Eki wants to run on tower at enemies. That's what Eki wants to do, and that's exactly what he's doing here. Nice glimpse back, but Supernova. I like that. That should keep him alive. What are you thinking? Too greedy?
Honestly, it's fine. Hold up, mid lane, Noronov.
Patchuk's here though. He's got the spear to throw back Lorinov. Saberlight getting into the mix as well. Trying to keep Lorinov alive, but won't quite be able to. And there comes the Mana Void. Not really doing a whole lot though. And Janta's there with the Chaotic Offering as well. With the kisses coming over as well. Saberlight is going to be put down. Janta gets a return comms QBFY. But there's 2 cores for a support here, massively favoring Passion UA.
Yeah, I thought Saberlight was going to blink in and use his Lotus on the Beastmaster, but he didn't. He just kind of kept right-clicking. Maybe that could have been enough to provide a little bit more damage, but yeah. Passion UA at the right place. No, the reason why I was kind of hesitant on the egg was for them to get a kill, it's double support plus Mars or double support plus Storm. So seeing the egg get used in that way, I was worried that they wouldn't find any aggression after, but they instantly capitalized on the fact that they showed top, find these pickoffs, and yeah. They do fix the question of can they be proactive when egg's on cooldown, and yeah, the answer is yes.
The old yep.
Yanta. Batyuk just wanted to get behind him so he could spear back to the tower.
With that golem though, he did put the tower within deniable range, and with a Beastmaster in the game, I feel like it may just be wise to get rid of that, but I'm going to smoke up and gather round. Want to use that TP point to a little bit more effectiveness. We'll see if it brings them any joy.
Oh, smoked up, but the scan has connected, so they are aware.
Yeah, they're seeing these wards pop up on this cliff as Lorinov will get jumped here and is going to go down very quickly indeed. Tries to get off the run to Moonlight, but doesn't nearly get a chance to do so. Glimpse out. Batyuk, a very nice ulti from him, holding Eki and Janta still. They'll deal with Eki. Now they move to Janta. Janta under the tier 2. Is it going to be enough? Yes, it will. Batyuk gets another. That is 3 dead. Brilliant moves here from Passion UA.
I don't really know why they went there. The scan connected. Yep. Eki's crew was on the high ground because he wanted to check for the ward. They didn't have a sentry yet, but they were going to place one. And Lorinov just walked into a red scan and died, and then
this looks really fun, guys. I want to be a part of this. This looks really good. I'm in.
What's happening?
I think there's just no voice in the team saying, guys, lock in. There probably has been now, hopefully, but yeah.
Yeah. Again, like all things, the way that AVULUS have set up the lanes, a couple deaths don't really mean much because the Ags is soon complete for the Beastmaster. The Ursa is a recipe away from Battle Fury. Anti-Mage is complete free farm, running around killing a Mars. Like, it doesn't change the game. It just makes me kind of uncomfortable that these are the mistakes that in a month's time I don't want to see from a team, right? You know, it's like you get one pass. The post-TI first qualifier, you're allowed one pass to make some of these mistakes like this, running into a scan, dying. And then it's like, if you want to get to, you know, the international, to do well in a DreamLeague, etc., you can't be making them. So let it be noted, AVULUS. We shall be looking.
We shall be judging your every move.
Yes.
We watch your careers with great interest.
I mean, it's literally our job to observe.
To watch.
Well, maybe not to observe, actually.
That's Wepass' job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which he is doing fantastically, by the way. Shout out to my boy Wepass on the cans, always killing it.
Jesus, what are you doing? Trying to get like a promotion or what's happening?
It's just saying nice things to the guys who, you know,
yeah.
they go the unsung heroes, the true uncrowned kings. No one's giving them an Aegis.
We're all army. Oh well. Phoenix
Yes.
doesn't have egg, but he does have dive.
Can he use it? That is a question.
Oh, is he gonna fake out the? No, you can't really fake out. Oh!
Whoa! The fake out. Yeah, he can fake out, Teagup.
I'm not gonna cancel it. That was devilish.
He can't fake out. Oh yes, he can. What a weird move.
I like to say like this was like, bro, just do what you want. I'm just gonna wait until you've actually used the
sit in
spell
the
before I
middle.
click. Yeah. Oh.
Well, tower's being taken down to the bottom side. Crystallize. Let's have a bit of a game. Everybody's got a bit of a game. No one's really sad at the moment. Even Eki, who has 2,000 net worth, only managed to gain like 300 net worth from the beginning of the game.
The fact that we are looking at at different points in time, 3 heroes that have all been carries in Dota, all have an equally strong game. Whilst Mars, like utility setup, Storm Spirit in the early to mid game is also somewhat set up, and a Medusa who needs to farm. Like every item on Passion UA, you need kind of 2. For the one item of AVULUS, you need 2 on Passion UA to feel good. So the fact that the game is even, I'm still very worried for Passion UA, and I'm expecting like that one arena, that one moment of brilliance to get back in the game. Because if it continues like this on an even playing field, it is just naturally going to shift more and more towards AVULUS. They are smoked up on 3, and all spells are available for both teams, to be fair.
So it is a messy fight here as they'll just use everything straight off the bat. And only really Cracker getting low, but not low enough. He's still going to be able to get off that supernova. Eki desperately trying to kill off the egg and does do so. Eki kills the egg as Saberlight does fall as well. Janta trying to get away from this one, but he is a very slow little warlock and he will die as well. And Laurenov and Smiling Knight just not really getting too involved in that one, which has sort of been the tail of the game, really.
It's just quite a weird smoke, because when you look at Ursa, he's, what, 250 gold away from a Blink Dagger? That, I think, is the big indicator of fighting. There's no crazy lockdown for Passion UA to stop the Ursa from jumping in 100 to 0. So I feel like to simplify that smoke, wait 200 gold, let Ursa get the Blink, throw him in first, and then develop the fight around him. So that need for aggression is, you know, hindering AVULUS just a little bit, as now a 3,000 gold lead has been created for Passion UA, and yeah, he's very good at Crystallize. Is just looking to go Manta Butterfly. No crazy Agnums or Mjolnirs or anything of the sorts. Just keep it simple. You need to have evasion against Ursa, against Anti-Mage. AVULUS though walking into the pit. They do still have Arena. Batyuk is TPing to the mid tier 2, but scans connect. Both teams know where they are.
100 gold from that Scatterblast. Feels good.
Can Batyuk do it? Is this the Arena?
Arena comes down. Not a whole lot gained so far, but Smiling Knight, he's just got to finish this rush. He does do so, gets the Aegis, and now will die immediately. The Aegis is lost. He comes out from Eki, silencing up Moonlight, and with the Raw, they will finish him off. And a big glimpse back, Batyuk back where he started the fight, into the pit and taken out. AVULUS, they may not have gotten their Aegis, but they're getting so much more as QBFY also gets caught trying to get away. Saberlight catches him, Saberlight takes him down. There will be another kill going their way.
Saberlight, he's found Crystallize with the glimpse back. Static, oh, missed the static. Connect field, sorry.
Saberlight's there though with the Wild Wing Ripper. The Hurricane helps out, but it's not quite enough. So Eki goes to naughty jail for missing that one. And they will not be getting the kill onto Crystallize.
Passion UA, they went for the steal. They tried to go for it, but yeah, the Arena, getting them onto the Ursa. He got Enrage off. Didn't really care about any of the control. Storm was a bit late as well, jumping into the pit. He kind of jumped in after the Aegis was picked up. If they took the Aegis, especially if Storm took it, completely different fight. We'd have maybe even looked towards Passion UA getting 3-4 kills. They don't get it, and in turn, the map just continues to close out for them. There was a moment where Passion UA, they had a decent lead.
That's aggressive.
But it's just
Give
not
me
enough.
FY.
Yeah. Look at them.
Killed off here, and Sableye moving on to his next target as well. Another gets taken on down here. That is a very quick couple of kills their way.
I mean this in a good way, but like the lineup of AVULUS is just toxic, right? It's you show yourself for a second, you're gonna die, right? It's either a glimpse back or it's a summon of a Beastmaster to set that up, and then through all the vision of the summons of Anti-Mage and Beastmaster, then the Ursa's getting the correct connections. When the game builds a little bit more for AVULUS, it is gonna be so scary to show. They are jumping onto the Ursa.
It's a good target.
Just okay,
Especially with
Yules.
that Yules available. Yeah, this is looking bad for Smiling Knight. Is there anybody coming in? Any help at all? Those TPs were incredibly slow from the side of AVULUS, and that will mean that Smiling Knight is just going to die.
To be fair, beautiful layering. Like, they don't have any stuns to their name, but they've got a Yules and the Phoenix doing everything they can to try and get the kill. If Cracker doesn't buy Yules there, they're obviously not going to kill him, right? But the Yules to buy time to then layer into the Ensnare or the Gorgon's Grasp or the Medusa. It was a difficult kill, but they got it. Meanwhile, Tormentor is being taken. Yanta is nearly dying to it. Loranov also nearly dying to it.
Got a heal coming his way though, and Sablelight's helping out, so. Yeah, let's go down.
Yeah. And that's not a BKB complete. On the Beastmaster.
BKB.
Radiant's bottom tower
What do we
is
got?
under attack.
Axe, BKB, Blink Dagger queued up next. Yeah,
Yo.
normal shopping list.
The Mars is going for potentially a Deso. That's kind of cool.
Right. Okay.
He understands that he's playing up against 3 scaling cores, and yours would be really good for the early game pressure, like kiting the Ursa, setting up for a jump. But part of me thinks that this game, if Passion UA are to win it, it's going to be a Mars with Deso, Satanic, AC, standing your ground, also contributing to the fight. Of course, getting there is difficult.
Gregoring getting out of this one. Glimpse
What
back
do you-
in. And again.
Radiant's bottom
He did everything to try and survive, to be fair. Like, sun raying out of the map, diving to the trees.
Diving out of the map. Yeah, really just didn't want to be in the map. Is there another game I can dive across to, maybe? But no, I like the Deso as well. I agree with your points. I also feel like it's also going to really help the Medusa's damage output as well. You get a nice God's Rebuke on multiple targets, that anti-armor. It's going to help with Crystallize being able to threaten these otherwise quite tanky high armor cores. "22 minutes in, and AVULUS, they are taking things over. Tier 2 in the top lane already gone. Sort of how we envisage this game going. So far, so good.
Okay, Saberlight was holding on to 3,300 gold. I was like, what's this cheeky devil going to be buying today? Like, new team. Does he want to impress the team? Like, what's he going to do? What's the vibe? But no, he just goes for Skadi.
Do you think he would have been considering any other options or routes?
The only other option, I think, outside of Skadi would have been Agnims. So that he can always enter the fight with big burst of, you know, burning mana on a Storm, on a Medusa. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel like I see the Aghanim's too much on anti-mage, but it can be really good against Medusa just to stop Mana Snake from working. So they'll be able to easily bring down Batchuk. Morinov, it'll chop him up with relative ease. I'm gonna ask you I'm gonna throw you a hardball, Tiga. Are you ready?
Yep.
Is there anyone on Passion UA this game who you feel like has underperformed?
Am I allowed to say any answer?
Of course.
The drafter. But outside of draft, outside of drafts, because that's the easy answer, I think, I would say underperformance. Maybe Moonlight. Even though he's 3-2-8, I was expecting him to try and connect more into the game. His kills have felt good, but yeah.
Oh my god, he's got a golem on his head. Goodness gracious. It's not going to do anything, but it's there. The team got distracted by Cracker instead, so they'll go grab him. But don't forget, Anti-Mage, he's got the vision on him. Moonlight may have forgotten that is the Mana Thirst coming through, or maybe he's baiting here actually as they set up for the arena, and now it's actually Saberlight. Oh, he just gets off the counter spell and the blink away. Heals coming out from Jantar as well. Smiling Knight joining the charge as he blinks forwards. It's an Angry Bear coming on through. Saberlight back in the mix as well. QBFY turns to look at Smiling Knight, but gets brought down quick, and the BKB so late from Batchuk. Glimpse back, he didn't react. And because of that, he will now be lying dead on the floor of the bottom lane as Smiling Knight tears him to shreds.
They're just sweeping through the map, getting anything they want. This sort of thing that you don't want AVULUS to do. We praised them on game 1. Once they get to this game state, they are so dominant. It honestly feels reminiscent to the previous AVULUS when they were the best of the qualifying teams, right? Like, we hyped up that iteration of AVULUS with Eki, and I'm seeing glimpses of it kind of returning to the roster, to the organization. Again, it helps when you don't kick Eki, because he clearly his game plan, it works well, and they are just doing so well.
We'll see in the coming weeks and months. I don't want to read too much into the first qualifiers, but yeah, AVULUS are looking clean so far. It's a good look, and we both respect Passion UA as a team. The fact that AVULUS are looking for the relatively clean 2-0 against them is always going to feel good. Crystallize just getting bullied by Saberlight pretty much solo here. That counter matchup not going well, but the return damage coming through, but again, Saberlight just blinks himself out. They did manage to catch out Warlock just on the side of that Supernova. So thrown into the air, but that is a Yule's used pre-enrage, which now kind of frees up Smiling Knight to go
still
for who
looking.
He wants. He certainly is. He's always looking. As Cracker's going to kill off by Smiling Knight over on the sidelines. Moonlight will kill Eki, so at the very least they get him, but Saberlight straight back into the mix. QBFY is going to fall. Smiling Knight blinks in again while looking for the next target. Batchuk, BKB comes out, but the Roar straight into his face, meaning the BKB, it ain't going to do a whole lot. Moonlight once again tries to jump in around the side. He's got absolutely not a shred of mana left. Of course, no Mana Void available at the moment to really get revenge, but they're just going to send Smiling Knight in to grab another kill, but he is right in front of the Medusa now, could be in some trouble. Crystallize trying to chase him down, the Mana Snake's going to chase him as well, but you can't go further than that. A little bit too scary. Lorinov still lurking in the neighborhood, as is Saberlight. Both of them will get themselves out of there, so again, it's just no cost really being paid by AVULUS.
Yes, death by 1,000 cuts, right? Antimid jumps in, then he jumps back out. Sure, the Warlock dies, but the amount of resources used to even get a kill for Passion UA, it feels like one kill and they have to run away. They need to disengage. Like Medusa went all the way back to base, TP'd back in. Mars, of course, really good BKB usage to ensure he doesn't die during his arena, but yeah, it's trying to connect a fight on all heroes. Like, how do you kill a hero? Like, with Vortex, Spear, and a Cookie, sure, Stone Gaze can play a part. How are you killing an Ursa? And if you do kill an Ursa, how do you then kill an Anti-Mage? And wait for it, once you kill the Anti-Mage, how do you kill the third guy? Like, it is Passion UA's biggest game plan now is to play into the high ground, bait them in, get a Spear to the tier 4, play around multiple right clicks with the Aura. But instead, they're looking for a Roshan contest. Arena isn't cooldown for 2 seconds. They all do have all spells, actually. Can they get the steal? They got the steal! They got it!
Moonlight, he gets the Aegis as it's Smiling Knight kills Cracker. Batchuk falls as well. Saberlight's just dead in the middle of this by the looks of it. Does also die. A messy fight. Moonlight, gotta be careful. Gets the zip away, and a healer from QBFY as well. Won't be falling to that Thunder Strike. But Moonlight and Batchuk jumping in unison into that pit, and they do get that Aegis.
No, that is just critical, right? If they go in there and die, game's looking to be over. If they don't go in at all, the high ground defense is hard, but maybe playable. But going in and stealing the Aegis, that gives you just a little bit more breathing room. We're not saying they're back in the game, but it goes from 90% chance of losing to 85. Like that alone is, you have to take any win you can if you're Passion UA.
Yeah.
And it's rough when your Medusa is looking to go Lincolns, right? After Manta Butterfly, you always want to think about Skadi or Daedalus, damage, control, like nuisance items. Instead, he's just going straight for a Lincolns. The fact he doesn't want to get Abyssal or Roared or Mana Voided, it's a sign of survival. Yeah. Also, popping it isn't that hard, right? Like, Thunderstrike 9-second cooldown, Glimpse 18-second cooldown. It's not the hardest spell to combo with. Eki is getting jumped.
It certainly is, yeah. Moonlight should be able to get that kill. Does do so. Well, Moonlight, he heard us sort of saying that we wanted to see a bit more from him, and he is starting to deliver. Aegis Steel, a couple of kills. He's back in the game. They needed this. It was too quiet from him previously, but now we get to see Moonlight coming into the spotlight. Lorinov rocking up with the Shivas, BKB hanging him Scepter, and then just going straight in for the refresher. This QBFY is just getting run down in the backlines by Saberlight. Saberlight now needs to leave. He was following his entire team across the map, so Saber needs to get himself out of here. Storm looking for the catch. They do kill Saberlight here. Looking pretty decent for them, and I see Crystallize goes for the Golden's Grasp, but Saberlight sidesteps it, and the rest of the team has been given a chance to get in here, and Lorinov's just going to take down Krekker. No Supernova for this fight, and they've forced the Stone Gaze out from Crystallize. Okay, it is time to move. It is time to haul ass. The Saberlight, he wants to come in on this one. Start throwing some spells away of Crystallize. Golden gets popped on the backlines as well, separating up this fight, but Moonlight jumps forward once again, trying to start this one as Smiling Knight going for the Medusa, and with Saberlight coming down, the Mana Void puts an end to the Medusa. Passion UA get baited thoroughly out of their base. And now Saberlight, he's chasing Moonlight all the way back to base.
Do it, Saberlight, do it! Stamp your authority into AVULUS. Become the offlaner.
Yes. Tier 3 dropping. Barracks now going down as well. The sorry state of affairs for Passion UA at the moment. I mean, what really happened? Can you dissect that last fight for us? Because it kind of felt like Passion UA were doing normal things, smoking across the map, looking for a play. All of a sudden, Saberlight gets a kill in the backlines, and it all falls to shit.
But that's the issue with teamfight lineups, right? The idea of that kind of clunky grouping. For Passion UA to take a fight, they need to be at a tower, at an objective, Medusa up front, right-clicking. They jump the Medusa, and then the counter play occurs, right? When you're walking through the map with no real position, suddenly, as you mentioned, an anti-mage jump or an Ursa jump, anyone can break your formation. In Passion UA, they need to get to an area and lock it down. But the problem is when you're 24k gold down, locking down an area is close to impossible. But you gotta commend them, they're still at least trying to play onto the map. It's optimistic, but
it's a nice arena. Jansen's gonna get killed for it. Supernova's used as well, though. With all these cooldowns being popped, I think it's go time now for AVULUS, and they agree as well. Buyback on Jansen. They're going for the Medusa. The huge Mana Void comes out once again. There's so much damage coming down. QBFY trying to help out with some kisses, but you can kiss all you like. It's not going to change a damn thing. Moonlight with a BKB just trying to bring down Eki. Does do so, and now running himself all the way back to the fountain with that Ball Lightning. They have one more round of buybacks left. With a tier 2 up, maybe they get a chance to not have to use them. But it's 25k. All three of these cores just have a monstrous amount of farm. You can't stop one of them, let alone all of them, as all three of Lorinov, Saberlight, and Smiling Knight take to the high ground. The Medusa buyback is there, but they do not fear it. The kisses aren't there. The arena's not there. The Supernova is not there. And that's what it's going to take to keep them in this game.
they need a little miracle, Nomad. Just a little one.
Don't think he's had a son yet, so that would be hard.
Damn it. That'd be quite the reveal. It wasn't the Red Bulls. It was the birth of his firstborn.
One more lane of barracks remaining for Passion UA. Or they will be sent down to the lower bracket. Feeling all but inevitable at this point.
Yanta?
Okay. Just try and do a bit of warding. There's a dieback as well, by the way, so... Sabler's got an unapplied damage, though, and he wants to remove this Medusa from existence, but I'll see Batchick instead. There's the Raw, there's the clicks. Down he goes. Saberlight. Oh, Moonlight doesn't have the most mana to be playing with here, and he's forced to pop the BKB. I'm not even sure he needed to there, but couldn't really risk it with the Glimpse coming out. QBFY is going to get taken out as well. Saberlight has more than enough damage to take care of him. Crystallize. Moonlight can't really do anything about this Supernova, which I guess is kind of all because he's going to get stunned inside his BKB, and he's used the Enrage. There is an opportunity to kill this Ursa here. Crystallize, he's taken it. He's taken that opportunity. Crystallize, he's getting the kills. Smiling Light's dead. Saberlight's just leaving. He doesn't know what's happening right now. A little too messy from AVULUS. You know, that's...
Sometimes in these games, it can get to your head, right? Like the go, 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 the keep going, the keep fight. And yeah, sure, you expend a couple buybacks, but yeah, for Passion UA, to even entertain getting their kills, it's like, oh, you know what? I mean, okay, that's 2 PMA actually. I was like, it's not that bad. And then
You looked at the numbers.
That's the vibes you want Passion UA.
It's alright, they can't see the numbers, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Crystallize though, getting jumped. Oh no.
Oh, it's a double
It's not
raw
that bad,
as well.
guys. Yeah,
They didn't even use a second raw T, governor.
I was trying to give him a bit more PMA moment where it's like you get a couple kills, you might entertain another fight, but they kind of just ran it straight through the jungle.
They really did.
Directly into
Saberlight. The two which weren't involved in that whole mess earlier on, by the way, just said, right, we'll just take care of this one. It's fine. Let's just get things back on track. Everybody back to the office.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yo, Eki. Just dropping spells on Cracker. Why not, I guess. We've had a lot of entertaining chases with Cracker this game, but this one was not one. Time for Medusa or something? I don't know. Moonlight's given up. He's in the enemy jungle.
Yeah.
Moonlight is moonlighting.
Is under attack.
It's kind of rough. You asked me like which player was underperforming, and I did say Storm Spirit when he was like what, like 5-3-7. Now he's 10-3-10. It's like my guy he's putting a shift in.
Oh,
right,
GG. All right.
Yeah,
cool.
fair enough. I mean, Dusa didn't have buyback. I was wondering why it was so. The ending was kind of not here.
Well,
But, yeah.
they had another fortify. They could have gone for another round, but I feel like it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what.
Well,
I'm not calling that an early GG or anything like that.
No.